Oh, you better not bring anybody back here that needs another K1 visa, and I mean it.
Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome to 90 Day The Single Life. So this is going to be a recap of episode 1. I was going to do everybody like Chantel, Tyray, and Natalie, and Debbie, but episode 1 is very long, so I decided to just cut it in half and do Chantel and Tyray this video and do Natalie and Debbie in the next video. Okay, is that okay? You said yes? Okay, great. So, we're going to be looking at Chantel. And if you remember last time, her and Pedro were together, but things ended. And it was majorly because of his family and her family. And they were always fighting. And then he started spending more time with his colleagues. This is after he got a job in real estate. But he was always spending time with his colleagues. And then all of a sudden, he said that he was not showing any more interest in Chantel. So then he asked for a divorce. So now it's back in real time. We see Chantel and her friends, they're going to a vacation in Greece. And can we just stop and appreciate her amazing body? Like, Chantel, you do not need all of that. Please share. It won't kill you, okay? Just give me a crumb. So, Chantel's friends have this funny shirt that says Divorce Support Crew. And I can tell that they're going to have a lot of fun on this vacation already. So her friends talk about finding a finance dude on this trip, but I just hope it's for fun and not for like another finding love type of thing. Okay? We don't want a repeat of Pedro, okay? I'm just saying.
This is where the Greek gods are. So I'm hoping that there's some
a god out here for you.
Greek god of a man.
Because you were with a peasant.
Goddess.
Destiny is so funny. So I know she says she wants a Greek man, and I truly hope that if she ends up finding one, she doesn't have a repeat of Pedro, and at least tries to get along with his family and make sure like this guy is great before like jumping in, you know. So Chantel is setting up in her hotel room, and she calls her mom, who looks gorgeous, but she says that she better not bring anybody back to America that needs another K1 visa. Like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? The cameras are watching. You can tell Chantel is upset by that remark because honestly, she didn't really need it. So Chantel and her friends are going out and the dress looks really good on her. But that whole taping process looks super uncomfortable. But once again, she looks good. She's out and about and I'm scared her butt crack and her lips, if like, you know what lips I'm talking about, are gonna like make a surprise appearance. Like, please God, no. So I gotta say, they look like they're having a really great time. Chantel's friends want her to secure 5 numbers, which I think is going to be really hard for her considering she hasn't flirted in 10 years. Cause damn. But Chantel goes up to this guy named Adonis, and to be honest, she's doing really good for somebody who hasn't flirted in a minute. But this guy just seems so uninterested in her, and that's hurting my heart because she looks so good. What do you mean? Why are you just looking at her like that?
So,
It's so hard to watch, to be honest, but luckily our girl secured the number. By the way, if I'm being completely honest, I think with the way he was talking, like, I think he gave her like a fake number. Like, he sounded so dead. I feel like Chantel dodged a bullet there. So now they meet Emilio's, and he looks young. He looks really young, but you know those high school guys that have like a beard? That's what he looks like. But he looks young because he is young. But Chantel doesn't really mind. She minds, but she doesn't really mind. But he asks her if he wants to go for a ride, and she agrees. So Chantel comes back for a ride with Emilio's, and her friends are hyping her up, and she looks like she had a really great time with Emilio's. Then he says that she can give him a hug, and she goes in for a kiss instead.
If you enjoy the ride, you should just give him a little hug. A cute hug would be nice.
Yeah.
Don't you think you deserve a hug?
And a kiss on the cheek.
Chantel, ooh, girl. And right after the kiss, he's like, I'll wait for your call. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's so much better than that Adonis loser. So her friends are going crazy. Hell, I was going crazy. Okay, go Chantel, go. But then all of a sudden she started freaking out, and I was like, OMG, what's going on? I thought we were having fun. And then she was like, that's what Pedro did for me. And I was like, girl, that's not even Pedro. What are you doing? Calm down. And then she was like, Pedro took me also on a 4-wheeler. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on?
Was it fast or was it slow?
No! This is happening to me again. That's what Pedro did for me. Pedro took me on the 4-wheeler.
No! Hell no, we're not doing that.
Oh my
So Chantel is upset because she doesn't want things to basically start over and her to repeat her mistakes with Emilio, because that's the same way Pedro got hurt. And she is basically feeling defeated, and I feel for her, okay? I see it. She's traumatized. I get it. So then they leave, and Chantel says that she will try not to make those same mistakes again. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Tyray. So if you guys don't remember, Tyray used to date this girl named Carmela, but he basically got catfished by her because, you know, she never really showed up. And then the producers were the one to tell him that he got catfished, but unfortunately he was still being like delusional about it all until he actually met the original girl in real life. So moving on to the present day, we see Tyray at the gym, and I love to see that. Get your fitness on.
Try to keep it up here.
Okay.
There you go.
So the producers asked Tyray how he envisions his first time, and he says like they're going to be added like all different locations of the house. 4 hours. Like, that is stamina, Tyray. Like, what are you talking about?
How do you envision the first time you have sex?
Oh man. I imagine it to be loud. Some screaming, some moaning. You know, go from the bedroom to the shower to the counter to the kitchen. You know, maybe it'll be for like 4 hours.
My boy put in that work at the gym so he can show out. So Tyray says he's done with online dating, so we might actually not see him on another season of 90 Day Fiance. So sad, I know. But good news is that he will actually know who he's talking to when he dates these girls in real life. So Tyray asked out another girl that he's going to take with him as his date to his cousin's birthday party, and he's kind of hoping that his friend Javon can help him know what women like and kind of give him some insight on what he needs to do. So Tyray wants to kind of prove himself that he can basically do dating, but he doesn't really have a lot of experience, and all the experience that he has had, you know, aka Carmela, basically failed. So while hanging out with Javon, he asks her what he thinks women would think about him, and she says that he comes off a bit nerdy, which I think is funny because I also thought the same way. Like, if you kind of look at Tyray, he kind of does I don't know, give out nerdy vibes, like a nerd, you know, you get it. Okay, that doesn't really need much explanation, but okay. So now it's the day of the party, and Tyray is getting ready to go and meet up with Tiffany, aka the girl he is interested in. By the way, he met her at a funeral. Isn't that kind of weird to ask somebody out? Well, he didn't really ask her out, but I don't know what he did. But anyways, so Tyray goes to the party with his sister Shanti, and she is so gorgeous. My goodness. Tyray meets up with his brother and gives him a short life update and talks about how he doesn't really want to date online anymore. And his brother and sister then talk about how he can attract girls, but he is too nervous to pursue anything with them. So we then see Tiffany, and correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't anybody say anything about the big cameras and people recording them? Like, I know I would, but everybody in the background literally act like NPCs. Like, they literally pretend they don't see the cameras watching them, their every move. Anyways, so Tyray's brother tells him that he just needs to go for it because the worst thing she can say is no. But I think she could also say, ew, no, oh, a bear, or oh no, get away from me, I have pepper spray. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of worse things you can say other than no. Okay, so Tyray tries to move in on Tiffany, but the way he did it had me bawling with laughter.
Oh, what's up? How you doing, Tiffany? All right, how you doing? Wow, food looks good. I'm gonna still a fry. Oh, still a fry? Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Oh my God, help me.
Did that look smooth to you guys? Like, be honest, it didn't look smooth to me. I think it's because of the awkward laughs he had in between. You can kind of tell that he was extremely nervous. And do you see how the girls were laughing? Is it just me? Like, you can definitely tell like they were talking about him, but maybe I'm being paranoid. But it's like, if you know, you know. Like, it wasn't just a random laugh. They were talking about him. But maybe I'm just paranoid of the scene because it was so hard to watch, and then somebody just needs to help him. Oh my goodness. So Tyray is finally able to make some small talk with Tiffany, but it's more like Tiffany made small talk with him because she was the one that came to him, you know. And she said she was going to make it out there for him, and this either means she's really into him or she's just play flirting with him, but she doesn't really mean it. Like, she doesn't mean it. Okay. And Tiffany's just giving me the wrong vibe in this episode. Like, I don't feel like she's right for Tyray. She just looks like she's always playing, because I have a friend like that, and I can't stand when she does like men dirty by acting like that. I don't know, Tiffany just gives me that type of vibe that she's just playing. Because I've seen girls act like this, but they don't mean it, okay? They just like to tease, to flirt, but they're not really into the person. But either way, Tyray had like a brain fart because he didn't know what to say after that, and there was just a long silence between them.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to see you.
Finally, he speaks and he asks her if she wants to hang out sometime, but then he like switches the hang out to date, then date to hang out, and it's not straight. He's stuttering as much as I'm stuttering right now. Then she says a date, so now it's an official date. So right now Tiffany's giving me kind of hot and cold. Like, I don't know if she's gonna be there or not. She's kind of expressing why she likes Tyray, which is making me think like it's more of the latter. She says like she really likes him and that she likes that he's a big guy and he's like nice and comfy. I just need her to prove me wrong, because I need them to last, because I don't want Tyray to be hurt again. Oh, please. Okay, that's all for this episode. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you also like and subscribe for more videos. Okay, thanks. Bye.